Means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Set, ready, 33, yellow.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got his man on the out route.
Good
and
work,
up to
boys.
the
Let's go.
35 before they're able to knock him down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
58, right over there, right over there.
Ready.
First down, Love to pass. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sione Takitaki charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Check. Check 37. Check 37.
Ultra.
Switch.
Go ultra.
Come on, switch it. Kill.
Go.
Another try after the first down sack. Love eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He don't want none. He's checking.
Boom. Go.
Crash. Mike 9. Hey. You got to...
Red. Cycle.
Hey, we got a seal. 65.
Hut. Go.
Love from the gun. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Yellow. 43.
He's coming. Watch the backer. 40's the mic.
Watch the slats.
Set. Go.
Again, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ultra.
Love now to pass on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Chris Valdez-Scantling. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
All day. Set. 4 is the plan. 44 is the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
44.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Right, baby. They don't want
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
I got him. 44.
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to celebrate out of the gate.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on second and 7.
Bang L. Too little.
Love going to give this one to Fields. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Slice blue.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
25, check 25.
Check Fury.
Save.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
He's checking.
Ready.
Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Here we go. Check the backer. Watch safety.
Striker.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Off the option, it's Jones.
He's coming.
And he's going to take it in.
He's coming.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Great touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
They can't stop the franchise.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. One play action, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
To the air again, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop.
Out of the gun, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch the safety creep. Check.
Ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mike 9. Bang L. I'm here all day.
Let's go.
First down, going to the air with Love. Over on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Set, go.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Here we go again.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
44 is the mic. 44.
Off play action, Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. I'm trying to collect.
And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 6 yards.
29.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. I got him.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Love flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running left is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
You gonna see me?
Ready, go. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Bryant.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Watch the curl.
20, Mike 29. Here it comes, here it comes. 29.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Check.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. It's
There we
a
go.
pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
40's
Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Come on now. Let's
And
go.
while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the
Who's on
third
85?
quarter.
Come on,
I
baby.
think they keep
Let's get
taking their
this.
shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Hey, let's get this. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, check Mega.
Check 13.
A second down throw for Love.
Check safety. Check safety.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Fields. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. There to make Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, big side. Let's go, let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Come on, squeeze. 7, check 37. Ready, go.
Fields on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Down.
Second down and 8.
Blaster, 6. Set, cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ready up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Fury, yell, tag, go.
Now Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Check striker. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Get tonight, Mike over there.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
We got a seal. I got you. I got you.
Check Fury.
Check 3. Check 3. Watch twist.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it.
Go.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
Robert Tonyan. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike's 4-4.
Oh, you got deep?
Arvin.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. I don't even know why this team showed up.
44.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down.
Watch the run.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, here's Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's get some penetration.
Set, go.
Love from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Negative yards.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. After the sack on first down, Fields, he's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
He's coming. We got double.
Back to throw, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Bring it. Kill.
Striker.
Check 4.
Love now.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Steps away to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man. It's nice to get a really good game right out of the gate. Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.